What's up, guys? This is JTQ9 of Ssx1, and welcome back to the channel. Season 44, war number 2 against PBT. This war for me was sketchy AF, and the only reason why I say that is because if you look at the timer of how much time was left in this war, I was the last 4 fights of the war, needed to secure the victory, and I was basically in an event the night before and I had a couple too many drinks, so when I got back to where I was was not in any capacity to take the fights. And then when I was up the next morning, because it was a 2-day event I was playing, it was a 2-day golf event I was playing in, and the next morning when I woke up to take my fights and before my second event, I was in still no capacity to take the fight. So I elected to wait till after my round in the morning, but unfortunately it kind of dragged on a little bit late, and because of that, I ended up freaking out because I didn't realize the timer ended, I guess, at 2:30 or what, in the afternoon Eastern time for us. And I was looking at the clock and I had like 10 minutes or 12 minutes to spare before 2 o'clock, and before I was trying to log in and kind of freaking out, and just didn't think I was going to be able to get the fights done. So these fights I taken not on my normal device. I was literally sitting in a stall in the bathroom on the floor trying to get some stability so I could play in a normal kind of crouch position or whatever when you're taking it. But oh man, it was super stressful. But anyway, the first 2 fights you saw, let's get into the war in the meantime. Was Spot, Blade versus Spot. You've seen me take it 100 times in all the different past videos. So it was basically parry, get the bleeds up, SP2, power back boosts, and then kind of go from there. And then the Gallon against Red Skull, the only thing I had to be kind of careful about there was just the occasional unstoppable could have happened where he could have gone unstoppable at any given time. But as you saw, I was able to get into a very easy kind of Gallon routine and was able to knock him out very, very quickly. So again, these fights here today aren't the most challenging one. Actually, sorry, I take that back. My 4th fight was probably the most challenging of all this. Only because it was the first time Quake is basically coming back to the mix. I haven't used Quake in a number of seasons, as you know, she hasn't really kind of been irrelevant. But now that she's ascended, she becomes all of a sudden a little bit more useful again. And when we went through, so we have a list in our battle group, in our BG3, of kind of attackers that we all like to use, and just for easy reference for our officers. So they fill in who they like to give us in terms of fights, or who we like to use as champs. And next to Quake, unfortunately, my name is the only one next to it. So I guess am volunteered, or even though I know other guys in the group can Quake, but their comments are always, well, JTQ is here, he can Quake, so I don't have to, no one else has to, so we're good. And as much as I love that confidence they give you, it's still, when you haven't done it in a while, can be a little bit of a pain. So this one here against Bishop, I find the AI from Quaking, numerous seasons ago has changed significantly. They throw a lot more Aaron heavies like that. So if you're not ready for it, sometimes you can get caught off guard. I have an invul boost on, so I was fine kind of going through this whole process, but yeah, you just have to kind of watch out for it. But like anything else, once you know kind of their ending combos, whether it's a shorter combo or a 5-hit combo, once you know those kind of combo endings, you can kind of keep an eye out for it. And then after that, Quaking is really not that bad. Takes time, takes patience, and I think I dueled a bunch of times. So as you can see, I had 24 minutes left on the timer, kind of freaking out, and but was able to get through my fights, even though that one there, I was kind of shaking for, and maybe could have been, I don't know, I couldn't have been cleaner. I took that one hit, but by my standards, I liked it to be a little bit cleaner, but we were able to come out, and fortunately, we managed to still get the win. So against PBT, which was huge. So we're starting off the season now 2-0. With that stressful time, I got my 4 fights in time. to not kind of let the guys down. But yeah, we ended up taking the win, which was the biggest part of that. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.